Today's question is, do you win at all cost or do you win with integrity? This is Spontaneous Conversations. Greetings everyone, I'm Bart, and the purpose of this podcast is to inspire you to start thinking differently. I want you to develop a mindset of transformation. You see, we know that thoughts are things, and what we think about, we become. So think about who you are and who you want to become as your future self. Now, this podcast has no paid sponsorship, so I'm relying on you. If you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button below and hit the bell next to it to receive your notifications. And of course, please tell your friends. So back to our question. Do you win at all cost or do you win with integrity? You see, when we are forced to make a split-second decision, our true colors are often on full display. Allow me to introduce you to a person by the name of Ivan Fernandez Anaya. Ivan Fernandez Anaya showed his character on a racetrack in Navarra, Spain. And in the process, he wound up showing the world what true sportsmanship looks like. You see, Ivan is a long-distance runner from Spain who competes in cross-country and marathon races. Now, Abel Mutai is a runner from Kenya. And Abel Mutai was only a few meters from the finish lines. But he does not speak, nor does he read Spanish. He got confused with the signs and stopped, thinking he had already won the race. Ivan was right behind him, and realizing what was going on, started shouting to the Kenyan to keep running. But Abel Mutai did not understand. He does not speak Spanish. Ivan pointed toward the finish line and pushed Mutai to victory. Now, after the race, a reporter asked Ivan, "Why did you do this?" And Ivan replied, "He was the rightful winner. He created a gap that I could not have closed if he had not made that mistake. And as soon as I saw he was stopping, I knew I wasn't going to pass him." And the reporter insisted, but why did you let the Kenyan win? And Ivan replied, "I didn't let him win. He was going to win. The race was his." And the reporter insisted and asked again, "But you could have won." And Ivan looked at that reporter and replied, "But what would be the merit of my victory? What would be the honor of this medal? What would my mother think of it?" Everyone who witnessed that race was rightfully impressed with Ivan's actions. He did not hesitate to do the right thing, proving that a good sport is still one of the most important aspects of sports. Proving that being a good sport is still one of the most important aspects of sports. Later, another journalist asked Ivan why he didn't take the opportunity to win the race. And he just said his reason for doing the right thing was pretty much this. He concluded, "My dream is that one day we can have some sort of community life." You see, we're all part of the human race. No matter what nationality we are, no matter what color we are, no matter what gender we are, no matter what religion we are, no matter what our preferences are, we're all part of this community called a human race. So why not have the dream that one day we all can have some sort of community life? These values, the values that Ivan put on display that day, are transmitted from generation to generation. So the question now becomes, what values do we teach each other And what values do we teach our children? Let me ask you, how often and how much do you inspire others to win? You see, most of us take advantage of people's weaknesses instead of helping to strengthen them. Let me repeat that. Most of us take advantage of people's weaknesses instead of helping to strengthen them. 2021 is barely a month old, and what a year has it been already. We can't even define a new normal because we can't define normal for all the new stuff that's going on. So let me ask you, do you win with integrity? Would you have done what Ivan did? And has there been a time in your life, looking back on your life, has there been a time in your life when you could have done what Ivan did, but chose differently? Think about that. Reflect on that. Has there been a time in your life you could have done what Ivan did, but you chose differently? You see, when you begin to believe that winning without integrity is not really winning, then you're winning at any cost. Integrity is part of winning. Believe that winning with integrity is how you win. In 2021, I want every one of us to win. You see, victory is the sweetest when it's earned. So let's push one another toward that finish line. We all deserve that victory. And I can tell you, Ivan sleeps at night as a true champion. Here's our thought for the week. There are winners and there are losers. And there are winners who haven't learned how to win. Do you know how to win? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me today. Connect with me on social media. Go out to my website, gogetbart.com. You'll see all my social media icons out there. Connect with me, follow me there, and learn more about my new program, my new campaign, Artists as Entrepreneurs. Again, I look forward to chatting with you next Monday with another question for the week. And as I mentioned at the top of the call, this podcast has no paid sponsorships, never will. So I'm relying on you. Click that subscribe button, click the bell next to it, tell your friends. And until next Monday, go out and create some powerful, spontaneous conversation.